me ask you this, man. Is it about to happen again with David Montgomery? Is it Demont December? Because this happened last year where he just went on this historic stretch down the season. In the offseason, we talked about it being really matchup driven, but it looks like he's got some solid matchups to close out the season. What he did yesterday was great. 21 for 90 and 1 on the ground, added 8 catches for 51 yards. And that's kind of the thing that he hasn't been doing for the entire year, is being, a monster in the passing game, getting all that reception volume like he did last year. But if he's going to be doing this down the stretch, middling matchup against Green Bay next week, but for the fantasy playoffs, he gets Minnesota, Seattle, and the Giants. Like, Demont is headed towards the path of being a league winner for the second straight season.
David Montgomery is definitely a league winner this year for sure. Great matchup coming up. The Bears have shown no incline to use Khalil Herbert, who looked really good and really explosive when David Montgomery was out with injury. They just made him a bench warmer now. Like, he comes in a little bit, but he doesn't touch the ball much. Not enough to affect David Montgomery at all. And with Andy Dalton there, I think that is kind of the stone nuts for David Montgomery. When you don't have the rushing threat at quarterback and Fields. But I would expect Fields to be back for that playoff stretch. So we'll have to see how that hurts David Montgomery. But I definitely think that David Montgomery is one of the league winners to end this fantasy football season for sure. Just a great matchup, and he's going to be utilized so heavily in this Bears offense. So, I've hated on David Montgomery. Didn't really like him before the season, but it's looking like he might win some people some fantasy championships this year. And, we're coming into the home stretch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, God, I was out on Demont last year, and that killed me, and I was out on Demont this year, and I feel death incoming once again. So, pain.